Welcome back to the Stephen A. Smith Show. Before I get on out of here, I had to talk about a story that's very, very important. And albeit indirectly, it involves Caitlin Clark.
What if I told you the biggest revolution in women's basketball isn't unfolding inside a WNBA arena, but somewhere far beyond its borders? What if a new, billionaire-backed Super League is quietly preparing to raid the WNBA's best talent, offering contracts so massive, so life-changing, that even stars like Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexie Brown couldn't say no? This isn't gossip anymore. It's the calm before a financial hurricane that could rip through the foundation of women's basketball as we know it. For years, WNBA players have chased extra income overseas in the off-season, but this time it's different. A new league, Project B, isn't asking players to leave, it's asking them to choose. Backed by global investors, powered by tech giants, and funded by Saudi money, it's promising a new world of wealth, freedom, and global fame. If this storm hits full force, the WNBA won't just face competition, it could face extinction. Behind the scenes, a quiet revolution is forming. A group of powerful investors is building Project B, a global women's basketball league set to launch in 2026 with 6 elite teams traveling the world. Imagine playoff-level intensity in Paris, Tokyo, and LA, all streamed to millions. The people behind it aren't dreamers, they're tech moguls, sports icons, and billionaires who see women's basketball as the next global gold rush. Meetings are happening, offers are being written, and the game as we know it is about to change forever. The structure of Project B is unlike anything women's basketball has ever seen. Instead of a traditional season locked in one country, this league will function as a world tour elite players, competing in rotating global tournaments, each city becoming its own stage of excitement, fame, and massive payouts. Every event will be treated like a Super Bowl, blending entertainment, celebrity appearances, and top-tier production to keep fans hooked. And the people funding it know exactly how to make it work. Former tech executives are engineering a modern fan experience live stream integration, behind-the-scenes access, interactive apps, and digital rewards for supporters. Sports icons like Candace Parker and even Novak Djokovic are backing the project, adding instant credibility and star power. Their message is clear: women's basketball deserves the same stage, money, and global respect as the men's game. And for the first time in history, that dream isn't just possible, it's funded, organized, and ready to launch. But where is all this money coming from? Here's where the story takes a sharp turn. Project B is partnered with Shella, a company tied directly to Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, the same financial giant that rewrote the rules in golf and soccer. Now, their attention is on women's basketball. Billions are being funneled into this new league, and the implications are massive. Overnight, players who once fought for better pay could be staring at contracts worth more than entire WNBA team budgets. It's the kind of power shift that forces everyone from executives to athletes to rethink what loyalty, equality, and opportunity really mean in modern sports. The Saudi connection, however, comes with heavy controversy. For years, the kingdom has faced harsh criticism over its human rights record, especially concerning women's and LGBTQ+ rights, and now that same nation is funding the next big chapter of women's sports. Critics call it sports washing, claiming it's an attempt to buy a better global image. Supporters argue that investment and exposure can lead to progress, and that's where the moral battle begins. Many WNBA players have been outspoken advocates for equality and representation, and now they're faced with a life-changing dilemma: take the money and face backlash, or stay loyal to a system that's underpaying them. It's easy for outsiders to say, "Don't take it," but when you've spent years earning a fraction of what male athletes make, the choice isn't simple, it's survival versus principle. The first domino has already fallen, and it sent shockwaves through every locker room in the WNBA. Neka Ogwumike, the president of the Players Union and one of the most respected voices in women's basketball, has officially signed with Project B. This isn't just another player switching leagues, this is the leader of the movement walking away from the table she built. Reports say her deal is worth more than her entire WNBA salary, and for the first time ever, it includes equity ownership. That means she's not just playing for a paycheck, she's part owner of the league itself. Ogwumike has spent years demanding fair pay and better treatment for players, yet the WNBA couldn't match what Project B offered in one meeting. Her decision is a message written in bold letters: the system isn't working. When the union president defects, it's not rebellion, it's revelation. It tells every player that they don't have to beg for respect anymore, they can build it somewhere else. And just like that, the balance of power in women's basketball begins to tilt. And now all eyes turn to the biggest name in women's basketball, Caitlin Clark, the rookie who carried college hoops, shattered viewership records, and single-handedly reignited global interest in the WNBA. Yet, despite her impact, her paycheck doesn't even crack six figures. $76,000, that's what the face of women's basketball makes in a year. It's a number that's become a symbol of everything wrong with the system, but Project B is about to flip that number upside down. Insiders say Clark could be offered a deal worth $5 million a year, plus equity, full image rights, and worldwide exposure. Imagine that, a salary that matches her star power and ownership in the league she helps build. For Clark, this isn't just about money, it's about value. Every time she steps on the court, attendance spikes, merch sells out, and millions tune in. She's not just a player, she's an economy. But with that power comes a choice. Stay loyal to the WNBA that gave her a platform, or join the revolution that could redefine women's basketball forever. And if she jumps, make no mistake, the entire sport jumps with her. But Caitlin isn't the only one feeling the pressure. The ripple effect of Project B is spreading fast. And now mid-tier players like Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Brown are realizing they finally hold the cards. For years, players like them were the heartbeat of the league, reliable, marketable, and loved by fans, but never paid what they're worth. Now, for the first time ever, they have options. Project B isn't just targeting superstars, it's offering double or triple the WNBA's average salary, better travel conditions, personal brand freedom, and global exposure. That's life-changing for players who've spent off-seasons chasing contracts overseas just to stay afloat. The leverage has completely flipped. Agents are now walking into WNBA negotiations saying, "Match Project B or we walk." And the league knows it can't ignore that threat. Because if one Sophie leaves, another Lexie follows, and soon the pipeline collapses. What started as a rumor is now reshaping pay scales, sponsorships, and player loyalty across the board. The message is clear: women's basketball will never be controlled by one league again. And this is where the shockwave hits full force. Sponsors are already sniffing around Project B, broadcasters are lining up, and young college stars are quietly reaching out before even declaring for the WNBA draft. The future of women's basketball isn't tied to one league anymore, it's going global, digital, and unstoppable. If Project B succeeds, it could trigger the same kind of disruption that LIV Golf unleashed on the PGA, forcing the old guard to evolve or be left behind. For the WNBA, that means higher salaries, ownership deals, and genuine player freedom, or risk losing everything to the new powerhouse. Fans will follow the stars, brands will follow the buzz, and before long, what used to be the off-season might become the main stage. One league is fighting to protect its legacy, the other is building the future from scratch. And soon, every player will face the same question: stay loyal to tradition or step into the unknown world where basketball meets billions. So here we are, standing at the edge of the biggest crossroads in women's basketball history. On one side, the WNBA, a league built on legacy, struggle, and resilience, the foundation that gave every player a voice. On the other, Project B, a bold new empire, backed by unlimited money and global ambition. It's not just a battle for contracts, it's a battle for control, for freedom, for the future of the game itself. The next few months will decide everything: who stays, who leaves, and who dares to change what it means to be a professional female athlete in the 21st century. Because once the first star makes the leap, there's no turning back. The age of compromise is ending, and a new era, faster, louder, richer, and more powerful is about to begin.